Hey everyone. Okay, this is actually my second attempt at doing this video. I did one about 3 days ago and I was trying to upload it, and some things actually changed, and so I chose not to actually upload it and just redo it like I'm doing right now. So yeah, almost 3 weeks. I know. So here's what's been going on. I remember I was talking to you about the fries popping battle. That's actually not gonna happen, because one thing is, I've been practicing popping, and there's a particular move that I was doing, and it actually made my knees start to hurt. See, when you pop, certain moves or leg movements require a lot of strain that goes on the legs, and if you put too much strain onto them, then your legs start to hurt. And if you continue to do so, well, sometimes it makes matters worse. So after a while of practicing this and the legs started to hurt, then, or should I say my knees, I noticed that when I did normal popping movements, they would still hurt. Now if I continue to pop on them, yeah, that probably won't be a good idea. And if I were to actually try to battle someone and try to go all out, yeah, that might not really end well. When it comes down to it, I'm not really going to risk injuring myself just for everyone else's entertainment. So yeah, so right now my knees technically don't hurt that much, but they were hurting before, and I do realize that when I take my social dancing classes, my right knee tends to hurt. Not to like extreme pain, but I do feel it. Yeah. And amazingly, when I drive the car, I used to have a, I wouldn't say knee injury, but there's a lot of stress on my knee when I was riding in high school, to the point where sometimes I couldn't bend my knee. It would actually be frozen straight, and if I tried to move it, it would actually hurt a lot. And that's where I'm starting to feel it. So I'm not running, I'm just taking it easy on my knees. So I'm gonna stay off of it for about 2 weeks. Try jogging for a little bit, see how that feels. Not that it hurts to jog, but I just don't want to risk anything for now. So yeah. So just in case you're wondering, yeah, I'm not gonna pop or battle, so you won't see it on YouTube or anything. Okay, moving on from that, social dancing, since I brought it up as an example. We had our over merengue test, which she had us do it by ourselves. Usually you dance with a partner with this, but she wanted to see if we actually knew ours. So she put on the music, and she had 2 people go, usually male and female, how they do their separate parts, but amazingly we were side to side. And when you have that going, we don't smash into each other, because the movements are so different that we actually cross over and continue. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Hopefully I did well. We'll see. But lately she's been trying to teach us the waltz, which is in 3/4, not 4/4. So it's a little different in movement. And it's a little similar to the merengue because of just the foot movement. Or not foot movement, but I guess maybe the basic movements. These are just a little different. So I know people who've done waltz and merengue, they say they're completely different, but they're nice, I guess, stepping stones maybe. One to help build you into the next one, even though they're a little different. So yeah, so I'm learning that. Today I actually stayed for the second class. There's one class after me that does the same thing that we did in my class. Because basically for 2 hours you would learn a lot. Sometimes you get confused, so you really want to get everything well memorized. And practice is the best way, so that's what I did today. Here's something. Iron Man came out, as you all know, and so I just wanted to point out this one. The reason I want to point it out is because probably not everyone has this type or version of Iron Man. If you go to Fry's, Walmart, Best Buy, well, maybe Walmart might have a different one, but this one looks, yeah, a little different from what you probably got used to seeing. This is a Target exclusive. Kind of looks like Transformers. guys are wondering what it actually looks like on the inside or what it looks like out of the box, because most people have pictures, or if you see it on eBay and you're wondering, oh, should I get it? Is that really exclusive? It's a faceplate mask, and you just kind of use your thumb or fingers in this case, and you open up the side, and well, that's what it looks like. Holds both discs, and that's it. Yeah, pretty genius. But when you look at it, I don't know, it looks a little cheap. I know on here it looks kind of cool, but when you hold it up close, you can tell it's like a fake mask. It doesn't cost that much to make. And here's that. If you look real close, there's Iron Man. Yeah. And by the way, this is what the 2-disc edition looks like. It has Iron Man right there. And if they have this thing called the O sleeve, where there's actually literally there's a hole on that sleeve, and when you slide it out, it shows Iron Man, Tony Stark. But that hole in the middle is actually on Tony Stark's chest. That's what they call it, the O sleeve, because it has a hole in it. Anyway, and the backside is just, well, normal. I guess you could call it that. All backsides look exactly the same. But that's what that looks like. Amazingly, I originally bought the widescreen 2-disc special edition, and then I heard about this one, and well, I went ahead and bought that. So at one time I had both of them, but I went ahead and returned it. Or something. One of my friends actually lent me Twilight, so I get to read all about myself, supposedly. For those of you who have read this and you're like, well, what are you talking about? A lot of my friends are saying that I have the personality and characteristics of this person named Edward. I don't know who he is or what he looks like, but they said I remind him of it. So I'm going to read Twilight and we'll find out. I don't know if I'll read it before the movie comes out, but we'll see. Another thing that I want to show you is Lego Batman. Yeah, that one came out for the Wii, PS3, 360, and I believe PS2. It's not that bad. It's pretty good. The comedy's all in there, as you know. Anything that's Legotized. Yes, that's my new word, Legotized. Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones. Those all have a bit of comedy in them, even though there's no speech. They're all, I don't know what you would call it. Murmurs, something like that. It's pretty good. I would recommend it, even though if you go on Wikipedia, they actually have, some people rated it pretty bad because they said it contains the worst of the Lego. If you played any of the Lego games, you notice that they all have a tradition to them. Mini kits, things like that. I guess certain people don't like those. Not to say mini kits, but they were saying that the worst of it was combined and put into this game. But so far it's not that bad. And the best thing about it, which I don't want to spoil it, but well, I guess it's not really a spoiler. It even says on the back of the cover, but you can actually play as the villains. That's right, and you can foil Batman and Robin. So I just beat the first side of the game playing as Batman and Robin, and now I'm playing as Clayface and Penguin. Interesting. But really, you guys should check it out. If you're not too sure, go ahead and rent it. I would recommend that. And last but not least, I wanted to show you this. This I got from eBay. There you go. CoverGirl. Liberty Meadows. Yeah. And the reason it's called CoverGirl is because it has all the covers from the Liberty Meadow comics. If you were to actually buy the comic books, each one of them would be in this book. This is one that shows a sketch. This is comic cover number 27. As people know, 27 is my favorite number. So yeah, here's 27. And here it is. I have to look and make sure you can see it. Colorized. That's what number 27 looks like. And it has, you know, all the other comic issues. Even though this thing is somewhat old, I think it's back in '06, it still has a pretty large majority of covers on here. But it's just something for collectors and things like that. So yeah, not bad. Just wanted to share that with you. And to prove that, yeah, what you order on eBay, it does work out most of the time. So I'm pretty happy about that. One thing I'm actually not happy about is E for all. I didn't know this, but Ultra Neko was at E for all on Saturday. I don't know if you had to pay to get in, but one of my other friends went there. I told him to look for her, he couldn't find her. And I heard E for all was pretty small, but I'm just thinking, why does she always have to go to places on a Saturday? I work Saturdays, so I never have free time. I open to close. It's like 12 to 9, which are not the worst hours, but still. I have Thursday and Friday off. I can go to E for all on Friday, but no, she wasn't there. She had to be there on Saturday. And I love it, because if you watch Ultra Neko's videos, every so often she announces where she's going to be, but she says that no one approaches her. I would approach you if I saw you. I would, I swear. And your brother Sonny, who I could have swore I saw at Fry's. But I would approach you. I would talk to you and everything. But no. So it just sucks. I swear, one day I'll approach her. I'll take a picture with her and post it up on here if I ever meet her. But yeah, sometimes it just gets a little frustrating. So Ultra Neko, if you're watching this, I want to meet you one of these days, whether I bump into you or actually go to see you at a special event. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it. I know it was a short video, or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. We'll find out. So time to do some shout-outs. Saints and Sailors, Miss Abby. Hey. Yeah, I saw your video. Not your super recent one, which I'm assuming you'll probably put up in a few days, if you do. But the one I sent you a message on, yeah, that one. And our evil one. In fact, let me go back and go Saints and Sailors, because everyone tends to like that voice. And Mr. Pink Crusader. And Guinevere 626, Little Girl of the Sea. Guitar Hero 30. I want to make sure I said that right. Let's see. Yeah, Guitar Hero 30. I want to double check. And let's see, Bella Chanson. And I believe it's Sarah Marie 20. I want to make sure I said that one right. Yeah, there we go. Those are my shoutouts. And of course, if you guys don't know who these people are, go ahead and look at the people who I subscribe to, and they're right there. Or if not, maybe I'll put the links in the corner. Oh, last and final thing, I was going to talk to you about the reboots of certain films. I think I've mentioned this before, but they're rebooting Superman, which means that they're going to start from scratch and reintroduce Superman in the movie. So using Superman 1, 2, 3, 4, and how Christopher Reeve was in that, and then Brandon Routh was in Superman Returns, which was supposed to be like Superman 2.5 or Superman 3. Well, it didn't quite position the character where they wanted it to be, or Warner Brothers. It didn't put him in the right place, so they're starting from scratch. Kind of what they did with Incredible Hulk, the first original Incredible Hulk, which came out in what, 2000, 1990, somewhere around there. And then they redid it with Edward Norton. See how they kind of started over? They relaunched it. That's what they're going to do with Superman, and that's why I hear, allegedly, they're going to do with Lethal Weapon. I don't know if they're going to continue and do a Lethal Weapon 5 and just try to get it back on track, or if they're going to start all over into Lethal Weapon 1. But we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it. There's always something I forget. Every single time. I hate it. I can't stand it when it happens. No, I think that's about it. So yeah, that's going to be it for now. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, feel free to post them or email me. Yeah, I'm still thinking. Alright, yeah, that's going to be it for now. Alright, talk to you guys later.